So, millions of Americans attend church every week, but when it comes to digging into deeper theological questions like what salvation really means, the conversation falls silent.
Yeah, it's kind of striking, isn't it? While the cultural markers like patriotism and gender roles are on full display, the heavy questions about justification and early Christian theology seem to vanish.
Exactly. It's almost like modern
Mm.
American Christianity is built more around protecting a way of life than really wrestling with truth.
Right. It's like churches have become cultural fortresses. You see, they focus on be nice, feel good messages rather than, you know, debating whether Jesus was fully divine or not.
Yeah, and that notion isn't new. Historically, theology was contested to the point of life or death debates. Remember, early Christians were practically risking exile or even their lives over these debates.
True, back then, disagreeing on Christ's nature could literally cost you everything. Nowadays, we see a shift where deep theological inquiry might actually shake the stability of institutions.
Exactly. They prefer a
Yeah,
simple set of cultural narratives that reassure them rather than hinting at any underlying complexities.
that really reminds me of that idea by Christian Smith about moralistic therapeutic deism. It's a kind of spiritual minimalism where God's just there to help you feel good and be nice.
Yes, right. That's a key point. It's like churches assume theology rather than actively teaching it. The thought here is that deep theology creates uncertainty and questions, which institutions apparently see as dangerous.
But don't you think that the avoidance of theological debate might actually undermine the very faith it's trying to protect? I mean, isn't it kind of burying critical thinking under cultural identity?
Oh, absolutely. It's like
Mm.
choosing a safety blanket over intellectual honesty. When you trade in complex doctrine for simple, bold assertions like right versus wrong, it's more comfortable but also, shallow.
And the economic angle is interesting too, isn't it? Megachurches are booming with branding and marketing strategies that make deep theology almost unsellable.
For sure, you can build a
Yeah,
10,000 seat church on patriotism, family values, and moral certainty. But imagine trying to sell a series on Pauline eschatology at that scale. It just doesn't work.
right. Doctrine becomes more about a badge than an actual discipline. It's about believing the right things without really questioning why they matter.
Exactly. And that's why many modern churches, especially conservative ones, can be so aggressive about social norms, yet, ironically, be progressive about ignoring theological nuance.
That's a really sharp point. They'll debate rules about who can marry whom, but ask them about the formulation of the Trinity or why Paul clashed with James. Suddenly they shut up.
Yep, it's intentional. Theology forces you to wrestle with uncertainty. And uncertainty is like it's just not good for institutions that rely on clear cut narratives.
I completely agree. It's almost as if deep theological exploration is outsourced to seminaries and Bible colleges, while the everyday church sticks to delivering simplified messages.
Precisely, which means the pulpit
Mm.
becomes allergic to scholarship. Churches end up using faith as a marker of cultural loyalty rather than a pursuit of truth.
But then, isn't there a risk that this model actually weakens the intellectual foundation of the faith? I mean, if faith never gets questioned, can it really be resilient?
That's a solid critique. It's like, if you never challenge a building's foundation, you might never notice the cracks until it's too late. Sure, it maintains cultural unity, but it might also lock in a shallow understanding that can crumble under new challenges.
And that mirrors what Mark Knoll argued about modern evangelicalism producing energy without intellectual depth. We have a lot of activism, but doctrine is sidelined.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Knoll's claim was that instead of engaging robustly with theology, the focus shifted to reinforcing identity and moral clarity, leaving little place for those difficult but necessary debates.
it's like preferring a black and white picture when the real world is full of many shades and nuances.
Absolutely. And that brings up a really uncomfortable question. Is modern American Christianity more concerned with preserving a familiar lifestyle rather than searching for truth?
That's a heavy one. It seems that when theology turns into a potential disruptor of cultural certainty, many churches consciously sideline it.
Yeah, and the danger is that by doing so, they risk turning faith into a mere exercise in fear management, protecting an identity rather than engaging with a living tradition that's meant to evolve.
Yet ironically, the earliest Christians embraced theological debate. Paul argued constantly, and early councils didn't shy away from conflict over doctrine.
Exactly. They had
Yeah.
vigorous debates that shaped creeds and even influenced entire empires. It really contrasts with today's tendency to treat any questioning as rebellion rather than healthy growth.
And that, to me, is the crux. When disagreement is seen solely as an attack on unity, it stifles innovation and understanding.
Right, and it reinforces a kind of intellectual complacency where the right things are just assumed instead of examined. I mean, imagine if we only ever accepted what felt safe instead of engaging with, complicated truths.
It does sound like a recipe for stagnation. But, might there also be a practical reason for this shift? Can't cultural certainty, in some sense, provide society with clear moral guidelines in a complex world?
Well, that's the counter argument, right? But I'd say that relying solely on cultural markers can limit growth and prevent us from learning from our past complexities. It's a trade-off, simplicity versus depth.
Exactly. And while clear moral guidelines are attractive, history shows that the true strength of a faith often comes from its ability to grapple with tough questions.
Yeah, it's like running on autopilot never gets you to explore the real landscape beneath. The early debates, the contested doctrines, all of that made Christianity dynamic and resilient.
And allowing for that complexity makes the faith not just a cultural badge, but a robust, living tradition that answers hard questions.
Absolutely, because when theology is
Right.
taken seriously, it opens up a space for doubt, for dialogue, and ultimately for a deeper engagement with what faith can truly be.
So, we're really asking, are we protecting culture at the expense of truth? And if that's the case, is that a sustainable model for the future?
Exactly. And if theology is seen as a threat instead of an opportunity, then faith becomes more about fear, about protecting comfort zones, than about a genuine quest for understanding.
That thought definitely makes you reflect. It's a call to not be afraid of the uncomfortable questions.
Yes, and honestly,
Yeah.
that discomfort could be the very beginning of a reinvigorated conversation about faith, one that embraces complexity instead of shying away from it.
I agree. It seems that challenging the status quo respectfully and thoughtfully could lead to a more authentic practice of Christianity, one where faith is both culturally relevant and intellectually vibrant.
Right, so here's to questioning what we protect over what we pursue, and to opening up dialogue that truly deepens our understanding.
Cheers to that, and thanks for this thought-provoking conversation. It's definitely given me a lot to consider.